Everyone thought he was harmless, quiet, polite. But behind closed doors, investigators say a double life was unfolding, and no one saw it coming. This case begins in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a city going about its normal routine in the early 1990s. At the center of it all was a man who blended in so well, neighbors barely remembered his name. His name was Jeffrey Dahmer. To most people, he was just another tenant in the building. But to investigators later, he would become one of the most disturbing figures in modern crime history. Jeffrey lived alone. He kept to himself, avoided attention, and rarely caused trouble. That silence is part of what allowed everything else to happen unnoticed. Over time, people around him noticed strange smells coming from his apartment. When questioned, he brushed it off. Spoiled food, a broken fridge. Nothing serious, he said. What neighbors didn't know was that multiple young men had already gone missing in the area. At first, no one connected the dots. The disappearances felt random. Jeffrey had a pattern. He would gain trust, invite people over, and create a false sense of safety. That trust would later turn into something far darker. One night, a young boy managed to escape and run into the street. He was clearly disoriented and needed help. Concerned residents called the authorities. Here's where everything almost went wrong. Jeffrey showed up and calmly told officers the boy was his partner and that it was a misunderstanding. Shockingly, he was believed. The boy was returned to him. That decision would later haunt everyone involved in the case. It was a moment that could have stopped everything earlier. Weeks later, police were finally led into Jeffrey's apartment for an unrelated reason. What they found inside changed the course of criminal history forever. Investigators discovered evidence they were not prepared for. Photos, remains, proof of multiple unalive cases. The scale of it was overwhelming. Jeffrey was arrested on the spot. During questioning, he confessed in disturbing detail. The quiet neighbor was now exposed to the world. The trial shocked the nation. People struggled to understand how someone so ordinary-looking could commit such acts. It forced hard conversations about warning signs and accountability. This is not just a story about one man. It's about missed chances, ignored warnings, and lives that deserve protection. And now, here is the real mugshot of Jeffrey Dahmer.